All right, let's dive in. If you're aiming to launch your own travel business in 2026, you're probably realizing that one of the first, and frankly, one of the biggest decisions you have to make is picking the right host agency. So in this explainer, we're going to break it all down and make that choice a whole lot easier. I mean, that's the dream, isn't it? You picture yourself crafting these amazing once-in-a-lifetime trips for people. You're passionate about travel, and you want to share that with the world. That's the spark. That's what gets you started on this whole journey. But what happens when that amazing dream smacks into the cold, hard reality? Because yeah, that reality can be pretty harsh. All of a sudden, you're not just designing vacations, you're drowning in supplier contracts, legal paperwork, and trying to figure out how to negotiate commissions. It's a lot. And that right there, that's the exact problem a good host agency is built to solve. So here's our game plan. We've touched on the dream. Next, we'll get crystal clear on what a host agency even is. Then I'll give you a super simple checklist for picking one. After that, we'll look at some of my top picks for 2026. And finally, we'll talk about how you can make that final call with confidence. Okay, so first things first, what in the world is a host agency? Honestly, the best way to think about it is as your business launchpad. It's the support system that gets you off the ground and flying. Basically, a host agency gives you all the back-end stuff, the whole business infrastructure from day one. So instead of you having to build an entire company from scratch, you get to plug right into their established systems, their legal setup, and most importantly, their powerful industry relationships. And the perks are huge. You get instant access to the best suppliers, way higher commissions than you could ever get on your own, and all the training and tech you need. Plus, they handle the boring back office stuff, which frees you up to actually sell travel. And you become part of a community, which means you're never out there totally on your own. And yeah, let's talk about one of the biggest benefits, the money. Because host agencies book such a massive amount of travel, they have incredible negotiating power. They get way better commission rates from suppliers, which means you can earn a commission split as high as 80 or even 90%. That's just not possible when you're starting out alone. So the big takeaway here is this. This isn't just some business service you're signing up for. You're really choosing a mentor and a support system. It's a decision that's going to shape the whole foundation of your business.
Here is a quick break. If you want to master the digital marketing secrets to grow your travel agency business and get hundreds of leads, I've created a complete step-by-step guide, which you can download for free from the link in the description box. Now, let's continue.
Okay, so you get it. They're important. But how do you actually pick one from another? There's a lot of noise out there. So to make it easy, we've boiled it all down to a simple 4-point inspection. You can use this for any agency you look at. These are the 4 pillars, the 4 things you have to look at. First, what's their training and support really like, especially for someone brand new? Second, what's the real story with their commissions and fees? Get the whole picture. Third, do they give you modern tech that actually helps you work smarter? And last but not least, what's the community and culture like? Do you vibe with them? All right, now for the fun part. Let's take that framework and apply it to some real-world options. We've pulled together a few of the best host agencies for anyone planning a 2026 launch, and we've sorted them by what they do best for new agents. First up, KHM Travel Group. If you're the kind of person who wants a really structured, step-by-step path into the industry with tons of guidance, this is a name you have to know. They're consistently rated one of the absolute best for new agents for a reason. Their star player is the Jumpstart program. It's the super comprehensive training that literally takes you from the absolute basics of booking all the way up to building your business. Now, you'll start around a 70% commission split, and I know, you might see that and think it's a little low, but here's the key. For a new agent, amazing training means you make more sales faster. You're investing in your skills upfront to make way more money in the long run. Next on the list is Avoya Travel. Now, their whole model is pretty unique because it attacks the #1 fear every new agent has. Where am I going to find clients? Avoya basically built their entire system to solve that problem for you. And their secret weapon? It's the Live Leads program. This is an absolute game changer. They find and pre-qualify potential clients and then send those leads directly to you. This can put your business on the fast track to making money like nothing else. If you're confident and ready to just start selling, Avoya is an incredible option. Okay, our third pick is outside agents. This one is for the go-getters, the self-starters who want the absolute most bang for their buck. We're talking seriously high commission splits and a mountain of resources, all for a really competitive price. I mean, look at that. You can start at an 80 to 90% commission split. That is one of the highest you'll find for a new agent, period. So what's the catch? Well, the training is more on you. It's self-directed. You get access to this gigantic library of resources and a super active online community for support, but you've got to have the drive to go use it. If you're motivated and want to keep as much of your commission as possible from day one, Outside Agents is an absolute powerhouse.
Okay, so you've seen the checklist, you've seen a few of the top players. Let's bring it all home. How do you actually pull the trigger and make this massive decision for your business?
Please remember this. There is no single best host agency. It just doesn't exist. The only thing that exists is the best host agency for you. It's all about finding that perfect mix of our 4 pillars: support, commission, tech, and community that perfectly fits your goals and your vision. Here's your action plan. It's 4 simple steps. First, get real with yourself about your needs and your budget. Second, use that 4-point checklist to really research and compare your top 2 or 3 choices. Third, and this is so important, find and talk to agents who are already with that host. Get the real, unfiltered story. And finally, once you have all the facts, trust your gut. Look, at the end of the day, picking your host agency is the first real step you take in turning this passion project into a real, thriving business. It's a huge decision, but it's also an exciting one. It sets the tone for everything that comes next. So do your homework, trust the process, and get ready to answer the big question. Which partner are you going to choose to launch your travel dream in 2026?